everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and today we're going to be going over the all-new 2020 F-150 and the King Ranch package. So yes, we're going to have a series of videos about cowboy trucks because, yeah, we're going to compare this to the Longhorn in the next video. But as always, we're going to do a quick walk around with the King Ranch, then we're going to take it out to see how it drives. A big shout out and thank you to the Larry H. Miller Ford Lincoln here in Provo, Utah for providing us with the King Ranch. Check out their inventory in the link below if you're in the market for a new Ford or Lincoln. Under the hood here we have a twin turbocharged 3.5 liter V6. It goes through a 10-speed automatic transmission. Fuel economy is going to be 16 around town and then 22 on the highway. Power outputs are 375 horsepower and then 470 pound-feet of torque. Now let's finish things up on the front end. This one's finished in the Star White Metallic, which is a color I really like. It's just that beautiful white that glistens in the sunlight. King Ranch is obviously an upgraded Ford package, so you'll have the upgraded LED lights with the little LED accent lights that go all the way around. Fog lights are just down below with your little tow hooks on both sides right there. Ford logo in the center, and you can kind of notice the kind of grates behind here, how they look on the King Ranch. But just one more look at the front end of the truck for you guys. Now with the tire and rim setup, we've got two 75mm tires, 20-inch rims, and you notice this is where the two-tone starts, so you can see it goes around the fender flare all the way down the side of the truck, which is really good because a lot of trucks, they'll cheap out and not do the same paint two-tone here on the fender flares as on the body of the truck, but Ford didn't do that, which is a good job. You can see our F-150 here with kind of like the little badging right there. King Ranch down there on the side where it says established 1853. This one has the tow mirrors for the Ford, which we'll kind of get in a little bit more detail in a minute, but you guys can just kind of see like the general reference on them. A lot bigger sized mirror in general, so you can see a whole lot more. But let's head to the back now. Here's the key fob for the King Ranch. So you can see it says Ford on the back. You got a couple functions, your unlock, your lock, remote start, tailgate release. So if we lock it and then press the remote start function twice, she'll start right up. And you hear that twin turbo 3.5 liter EcoBoost. Press it again and then it'll shut it off. And then tailgate release. Wait for it, and done. Now walking up, you can notice this one doesn't have a bedliner. I've noticed that Ford makes that option on every single trim package, which I appreciate because, you know, if you don't want Ford's bedliner, you can get it from whatever you want. But you guys can see we've got the LED bed lights on both sides right here, and these are actually so that you can put little things in here so that you don't have to use these tie-down hooks. You can use hooks right there on the side of the bed, which is really cool. Learned that today because just bought a Raptor and it has that same thing. Anyways, you got your power sliding window in the back, you got your cab light up front, and then this one has Ford's bed steps, so you can pull this down. It'll come down right here, and then you've got the handle that you can pull out, so you can just step up onto this into the bed, and then when you want to store it away, you just got to pick it up, throw it back in, and you're good to go. Whew. A little bit heavy, but not too bad. You can see it says King Ranch here on the back end, and then you can see F-150 on the side, Ford on the other side, and then EcoBoost. And then you got the receiver hitch down below. You've got all the plugins for towing, parking sensors in the back of the bumper, and then finally, full LED tail lamps right here at the sensors in this little part of the light, and then FX4 off-road, since this is an FX4 off-road package. Now coming to the back of the King Ranch, you can see that we've got this nice wood trim here. You got kind of like the leather padding on the back of the door, at least on that little part right there, little door handle, one of the speakers for the sound system. And then we got the seats. I actually really like these seats. So you guys can kind of see the full-on view of the seats, and you can see again that little marking right there, but really nice soft leather, nice perforations in it. You do get the little cup holders which you can pull down, and these will pop right out just like that. And then over here we've got all of our charging stations, so you can see little charging stations right under there, heated seats, got your vents in the back, little 12 volt, and then up there you can see the cup holders, backs of the seats as well. These are those little things that you put in the bed where I showed you guys earlier. And then finally, we can pick up the seat. You guys can see all the storage space under the seat, but just one more look at the back. So I've got keyless entry in the front, so one touch to lock it, and then to unlock it, essentially put your hand on the back of the door handle, and then we can open up the panel. You can see it has the power running boards that'll pop out with the King Ranch. Here's a door panel here in the front, so you guys notice again you've got that leather padding all along right here, the wood trim right there, all of your window controls right here, mirror controls as well in that area, another speaker for the sound system. You've got the memory seat function, your door lock and unlock, and then here are these seats in the front. So notice again it's got that same W kind of logo. Again, you've got the nice premium leather here on the seats with that kind of like pin strap that goes down. Fully power adjustable on the seat. Got your pedal layout just down below. parking brake right here, your power adjustable pedals, all of your light controls are right there. You got like your cargo light, fog lights, both lights for the mirror, and then the steering wheel is going to be automatically adjustable. And again, one more look at the front. Start up the King Ranch, just pay from the brake, push the push start. It'll pop up, say built Ford tough, and everything will come to life. So here is our steering wheel, so you guys can kind of get a full view. But if we zoom in, you can see the Ford logo there in the center. You've got your volume controls on the one side, voice command controls, all that kind of stuff, phone controls. This is for the adaptive cruise control. That is for that little center stack that goes in the screen right there. Got this nice brown leather that's all around the steering wheel that you guys kind of saw with the nice little stitching there in the center. And then obviously behind it, you've got your stock for the turn signal, flashing your brights, windshield wipers, all that fun stuff. So we've got our gauge set up right here and fuel light. Pretty typical for a Ben Hardy review. RPM's on the left side. On the right side, you got your speed. And then you got all these center screens, which you can kind of scroll through. You see the different bits of information that it gives you. Just like all the other upgraded Fords, there's nothing too special here for the King Ranch edition. Hill descent control, stability control, hazard lights, camera system, auto stop, start, vent. Got a little charging stations under this little thing right here. It is a dual zone climate, so you can see you've got the heated ventilated seats too. It does have a heated steering wheel. All of your analog radio controls are going to be right there. Don't worry, we'll get into the touchscreen in a moment. This is for your drive mode. So you've got your 2-wheel high, 4-wheel auto, 4-wheel high, and then you've got your 4-wheel low, lockers in the rear, trailer backup system, and then your trailer brake controls are integrated right into there. And now that we've gone over that, touchscreen time. So going into the center touchscreen display, this is just like all the other upgraded Fords, so you guys can kind of see the response time on it. You can control the climate controls from it. You can see the navigation as well. You're going to notice a little bit with the feedback just because there's obviously the plastic covering over it. You guys can kind of see all of the functionality. And then something that I learned, obviously Ford Pass, you can do a lot of stuff with the truck from the app, like start it up, all that kind of stuff. And then go to the seats. You see all the adjustability with the seats, which is really nice. And you've got your massage function as well with the King Ranch seats, which is pretty nice. So we've got this nice little wood paneling right here that we can open up, and there's some charging stations underneath there, and then press it again and boom. Feels really premium actually. This is all covered in leather with the shifter. You've got your dual shift mode, so if you want to shift the gears yourself, you guys can kind of see a full view of what that all looks like. Got your gear selector right there, and you can actually do manual shift mode if you want. That's your lane departure assistance, and then that is your parallel and perpendicular parking assistance. Both cup holders here in this area. And then you've got the full center console. So again, it's got like that kind of like snaky shape right there. Opening it up, you can see tons of storage space. And while we're on storage space, glove box. So beautiful wood trim on the top of the glove box. You got leather up above it as well with some nice stitching. Opening up, you guys can see 2 shelves, and it's got plenty of storage space. So we've got our universal garage door openers, power rear sliding window. So press that, and that'll open and close the window right there. You've got your little sunglass holder right here in this area, and then it does have a full panoramic sunroof, so it lets a ton of light into the cabin. And yeah, that's it. Other than that, it's just like all the other upgraded Fords up top. Now, no video is complete without going over pricing. So this particular King Ranch stickers for just over $69,000 before any type of market adjustment, which is in pretty similar pricing to the Ram 1500 Longhorn, which, like I said, we're going to compare it to that soon. That all being said, though, let's take this King Ranch out to see how it drives. So let's talk about visibility. So you guys can see visibility of the hood is really good. Just like I say in all the other F-150s, it's identical to any other F-150. You can see visibility throughout these mirrors, really, really solid. I mean, they're massive. They show absolutely everything around you, which is a really nice touch. And then you can see visibility throughout the other side, and then through the mirror. Hey, focus. But yeah, visibility in the F-150, solid in general, and let's set off in the new King Ranch. So setting off here in the F-150 King Ranch, let's talk about road noise and ride quality. So this is super similar to the F-150 Lariat or the Limited in terms of road noise and ride quality. I mean, it drives identically is what I'd say if you want to compare it to something. I mean, it's the same truck, just different interior, guys. But yeah, super solid, really quiet, really comfortable on that aspect. And I mean, just like all the other F-150s with road noise, I mean, a little bit comes in, but not a whole lot. Now with steering, the steering is really, really light. This is, you know, more lightly tuned for Ford, so kind of like similar to the Limited or the Lariat with how light the steering is. It's still very direct. I'd say Ford has probably the most direct steering compared to other trucks right now. But yes, very, very light and effortless. I mean, you guys can kind of see there's a little bit of play, but it's just really comfortable steering rack. Let's get a little acceleration here at the King Ranch. Oh yeah, as soon as it gets into those turbos, it is quick. So yeah, acceleration is very strong. Same as what the Lariat is. Obviously, it's not as quick as the Limited F-150, but it's a really strong acceleration. Kind of like I said in all my other videos on the F-150s, it is the quickest accelerating truck right now on the market. So really good if you like fast vehicles. Now to sum things up on this King Ranch package, if you want, you know, obviously the Western themed Ford truck, this is the route to go. It's gonna have all of the Western theme with the interior, all that kind of stuff, a little bit with the exterior with the two-tone. And so like if that's your thing, the King Ranch is the truck to go. It's the fully loaded luxury variant on that. You know, it's similar to like the Western themed High Countries on the Chevys, and then obviously the Longhorn on the Rams. So like I said, if that's kind of what you're looking for, definitely check out this new 2020 King Ranch. And there we have it, everyone, the 2020 Ford F-150 in the King Ranch package. Really awesome package. I actually really like this truck, especially compared to, you know, a lot of other Western themed trucks. But anyways, as always, a big shout out and thank you to the Larry Miller Ford Lincoln here in Provo, Utah. Link to their inventory in the description below. If you're stopping for the first time, please subscribe, comment down below what you think. I'll see all of you in that next video.